Welcome to the late night, Friday night, late night, going into Saturday morning stream. Late night stream. It's been a while since I did one like this. Did a lot of early morning streams, which you could call late night streams also, depending on your perspective and where you live, I guess. And this might not even be a late night stream, depending on where you live. I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? Who knows, Highlander? Who knows? But for everybody that is in the chat, welcome. Optimus Gene, my buddy Eugene, he had a very busy day and he went to bed, but he had to stop by real quick and say first. And he is the first, he's the pinned comment. And then he went to bed. Thank you for stopping by for that. I appreciate that, Eugene. Chris Courage, the man, the myth, the legend. My good friend Chris Courage, he's also here. He says 11 p.m. stream. I'm in. Let's do it. Chris, obviously a very important friend of mine, has done an enormous amount of work on various different consoles, including my amazing Game Gear, my Intellivision. He gave me a really awesome composite mod. We have moved to the Intellivision Sprint for streaming, but I will never get rid of my composite modded Intellivision. It's really, really cool, and I'm very, very happy with that. He also did my Atari 7800, and I have the 7800 Plus. So things just work better for streaming sometimes, you know, with the HDMI and all that kind of stuff. But very, very good stuff. Running in the background, you might hear it. I don't know if the mic will pick it up, but you'll hear the gears turning of my TurboGrafx CD, which Chris hooked me up, like fixed it all up, new laser, did some amazing stuff on my TurboGrafx CD, and that's what's running in the back with a disc of Lords of Thunder, and it's running great. So yeah, so much stuff Chris has done. I will never stop promoting Chris Courage and the amazing work that he can do. If you need something done, talk to him. This is not a paid advertisement. I'm not compensated. He's just a really good dude. So if you get tired of me talking about it, too freaking bad, because that's what we do on this channel. We talk about people we like. Let's see. Last line was streaming earlier. He did this awesome stream of the new Terminator 2 game that's out, the 2D game. I watched a lot of it. I did not comment in the chat, but I was watching quite a bit of that. So really cool stream. Last line. He says game is worth every penny, by the way, and the Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Oh yeah, that one also looks really cool. Yes, good job on that one. Yeah. He says, hey Cy, I made sure to use AAA for my name on Terminator 2 high score screen just for you. Just for me? Was it just for me? Last line, it was just for me. Thank you, sir. Chris Courage says, I saw the clouds and lightning and immediately knew it was Lords of Thunder before the title screen showed up. Indeed. One of my all-time favorite games. Probably I still say, and there are some amazing shmups. Some, even new shmups that are done in like a, what is it, old retro style, There's some awesome shmups out there, but nothing is better than Lords of Thunder. It's the best of all of them. It maybe part of that is nostalgia, but Lords of Thunder does things with the PC Engine and TurboGrafx hardware that, frankly, I don't understand how it's possible. And when a game does that on hardware, there's a few games, for different hardware that are like that. Lords of Thunder is one of them. It's absolutely stunning. And the music and the graphics and the gameplay, it's just a brilliant game. It's my favorite shmup of all time. It's really, really good. And thanks to Chris, we can run it on my TurboGrafx CD. So I'm very happy about that. Yes. Geek Story and Nick is here. Nick, what's up, Nick? How you doing? It's good to see you, Nick. Welcome. A Geek Storian has entered the chat. Last line says, thanks for watching. Did you catch that intro I did? I thought it was fun to do it that way. I did see the intro, but I'm struggling to remember exactly what it was. I'm sorry. I was doing other things at the same time. Sorry about that. But I did catch it. I just can't remember what it was. I have to refresh my memory. Chris Courage, I used to listen to the Lord's CD while doing my paper route as a kid. Dude, absolutely. Did you get the VHS tape that they sent out to everybody? The weird, the VHS tape was so funny. It was like shot like on a camcorder, and it was like just these random guys going around interviewing people, and it was really funny. There was this one dude they go up to, what do you think about Lords of Thunder? And he goes, I like to play the game. Me and my friends would repeat that to each other over the years. It's a very memorable VHS tape. Last line, it wouldn't be a stream without Nick. I agree with you. Yes. Chris says, yes, I still have one. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. Guys, we fixed, for now, I say it's fixed. It's fixed for now. The Atari XEGS, the color is back to looking how it's supposed to. I'm going to bring it up on the screen. I'll show you where we're at with this. Hang on one second. Okay. So let's see. I am using my wireless controller that I was talking about the other day. Just to go back to, I know you probably get tired of seeing this same game, but I just want to show you the color stuff. By the way, the menu is blue here, which is what it's supposed to be, instead of the greenish, like teal that I was having a problem with. Here's pole position. This is the one that I really use to evaluate the colors. And there we go. Green grass, red on the track, white on the track, blue in the sky. That's how it's supposed to look. So, yes, and that black bar is on the bottom. That's what this game does for some reason. So, yes, the XEGS is working great. I actually ordered, it was on sale on Atari's website. I ordered a Atari 400 Mini when all this was happening, when I was trying to fix the color and everything. So I did do that. And they have a bunch of stuff. I'm not paid. This is not an endorsement or commercial or anything like that or whatever. But yeah, I ordered this Atari 400 Mini, and when I ordered it, yeah, maybe it was on sale for the same price. Maybe it was this price. I thought it was $70, but maybe it was this. I can't remember. But anyway, it's a little bit on sale. It's been cheaper before. This is not like, oh, can you even hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. Okay. It might be cheaper, you know, in other ways, but this is what I did. Anyway, so I decided with the Mini, the success, I think it's a success that I had with the C64 Mini. I was like, let me go ahead and get this, and then if the color craps on my XEGS, maybe I move to this thing. We'll see how it goes. We'll have fun playing around with this when it comes in. It should be fun. I think you can side load stuff on it too. I'm not sure what all controllers work on it, but we'll find out. We'll do a full, you know, exploration. It's very small. Look how small it is. When they say mini, they mean mini. Because the original 400 is pretty damn big. pretty big. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I'm clicking the wrong thing. Hang on. I did also ordered some cartridges. There's some 7800 games and a 2600 game, I think, that I needed. So I ordered Pac-Man double feature because I'm a big Pac-Man fan and I want to have that on the 7800. And I hadn't gotten around to ordering it until now. So I ordered that. I also ordered Countermeasure 2 and Circus, Super Circus, Atari. And what else did I order? Mr. Run and Jump, I ordered that. And maybe Avalanche. I can't remember if I got Avalanche or not. I think that's it. I already have most of these other ones. So we'll be doing some more Atari stuff very soon. We'll be doing some more Atari stuff. All right, let me get back to the chat real quick. Back to the chat. Check it a chat. Let's see. Chris says, I saw the call. Evening. Thanks for watching. I'm trying to remember where I was. Okay. Last line says, hi, that sounds almost like a Mega 64 skit. That sounds almost like a Mega 60. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean by that. Chris Courage, oh cool. I was going to ask if the colors got fixed or not. Yeah, it's holding steady for now, you know. I think what had happened maybe is in the course of everything I was doing, I might have like banged the system around a little too much, and it could be that my color pot inside there is a little sensitive. I don't know. I'm really not sure what happened, but it seems to be okay for now. It seems to be holding. I have been playing it quite a bit, so it's hanging in there. Last night, apparently there is a Deadmau 5 Atari game. I saw that. I think it's like just it's just like a hack of another game. It's some, I can't remember what the game that it's based on is. They want $70 for this. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good, bro. I'm good. I wasn't going to pay $70 for this. Because it's just a hack of something. Food Fight or something like that, maybe? I can't remember. Yeah. I don't know. Sorry, it's not on the screen, but I'm looking at it right here. I'm not getting that. I'm not paying $70 for that. Chris says it's interesting how some aftermarket console clones, is that supposed to be clones, just let you sideload stuff and others won't let you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, it is. It's, you know, it's weird. You know, some of them that you would think would do it, especially with the analog stuff. You would think analog has a history of letting you do that, but apparently not all their consoles let you do that. It's very strange. But yeah, some of them, yeah, it just depends. You know, like the Atari 7800 Plus, there's no side loading on that. It's just cartridges. You know, in Television Sprint, you can. I don't know. It's very strange. No rhyme or reason. Last line, I was talking about that videotape about Lords of Thunder you mentioned earlier. Mega 64 is old school YouTube. Okay. I don't know. I never heard of Mega 64, so I don't know. That's new to me. I'm retro, but I'm not that retro, apparently. I'm not one of the cool kids. I've never been one of the cool nerds, as they say. So I don't know. I don't know things. I know what I know, which is not a lot. Tonight, we are going to just goof around and play some stuff. I'm going to play my XEGS some. We might play some other stuff too. I don't know. And we'll just see how it goes. It's a late night stream. It's very chill. I don't have any alcohol. I still have not drank any alcohol since around March, I guess. You know, it's funny because I like to have a beer once in a while, but I just don't buy alcohol. You know, I kind of consider it a waste of money, you know, because I'm like, why? Why do that? And the older I get, the older I get, if you've drank a few beers or drank whatever, and you wake up the next day, it's like rough. It's getting rough, you know, so yeah. Oh, look, the car exploded on the screen. It's like frozen. Okay, I was about to say, well, that's crazy. Brian F. joins the chat. Brian F., you can use a USB keyboard on the Atari 400 Mini, and you can code in BASIC. I still need to get one. Well, I don't plan on doing any coding, but it's, you know, it's a possibility. It's a possibility, so that's cool. But yeah, I've got... So the stuff that I have hooked up to my C64 Mini, as far as like, I have a USB hub and a keyboard and a thumb drive with some extra games, and then I also have a PS4 controller. And I'm wondering if it might be possible to, depending on which one I'm playing, with the Atari 400 Mini or the C64 Mini, just sort of like pull the USB for the hub and just plug it into whichever one I'm using. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I really don't know. Last line, I actually drank the other night. Got a tall boy of Bud Light. Hadn't in a good while also. I think I'm ready to have maybe a little bit of alcohol. I just, you know, when that last time I got really hammered, I was so sick from that it really made me not want to drink again, like ever. But like, it's been a long enough time now to where I'm like, yeah, maybe a beer, you know, but I just haven't gotten around to doing it. Brian says the keyboard will come in handy for Star Raiders too. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good point. All right, we'll start with why not. We have pole position here, so let's do some pole position. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah. The funny thing about pole position on the XCGS is you just go. You don't have to hit the gas, you're just going. You can shift by pressing down, and the button, because there's only one button on the controller for XCGS, is your brake. Oh, about to run into that guy. So, you know, it's pretty good. It's just a funny way of controlling the car. I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather play this on 5200, even though it's identical graphically. The controls are analog on the 5200, and it just feels a lot better to me. Oh no, I exploded. Well, that was unfortunate. That was not ideal. Alright, let me concentrate a little bit. Let me concentrate. Should not have died right there. That was unfortunate. Oh, I didn't die. My car exploded. I survived and I got another car. Somehow I was able to get in another car at exactly the same spot. Wow, I almost ran into that dude. 7th place. I guess I'll take 7th place. Let's see. No need to get drunk. Yeah. Chris Courage, what's rough is planning around it. Like if I drink just 2 beers, I'm useless the next day. Yeah, agreed. Yes, it's rough. The older I get, the harder it gets. You know, drinking's not really that fun to me. Like, if I'm gonna drink now, really, I don't want to get drunk. I just want to have a beer, maybe 2 beers at the most, and just chill out a little. That's all I want to do. I don't even want to get drunk. Because, man, that was rough. That last time that I did that, and I drank all that margarita mix, I don't know what I was thinking. I hadn't been drunk in so long, I forgot how bad it was. And honestly, it hadn't been that bad previously. That was pretty bad. There's only one other time that I can remember drinking where it was that bad. And that time that I'm thinking of was very, very unpleasant. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. Yeah, when I got this last time in March, when I got drunk, I got up the next day and I was concerned that I had alcohol poisoning, because I felt like absolute crap. It was not good. I was playing my 5200 when I was setting all this up again, testing the color and everything. Because I was like, let me compare pole position and how it looks on my 5200 just to have a direct comparison. I'll show it to you in just a second. Since I have an S video mod on my 5200, it looks a lot different. It looks a lot. I don't know how well this will come across when I show you the difference, but yeah, this is composite just straight out of the XEGS. Oh crap, I screwed that up. Here. I'll fire up the 5200 and show you what I'm talking about. Hang on. Should be on there. So if I just change the switcher over, it should do it. All right, see, there it is on the XEGS, right? And we'll see if we can pull it up here on the 5200. Yep, there's 5200. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell how much sharper that is. Yeah, it's pretty sharp. Pretty substantial difference there. Yeah, I very much enjoyed the 5200. I'm just gonna play the 5200 for a minute. Why not? Why not? We could do that. Let me catch up on chat again real quick. Chris Courage, I still think it's fun. I just can't take 2 days off of work in a row very often. Yeah, no kidding. Mike Wolf. Yeah, bro, don't do that again. Some people say alcohol is a telephone call to the devil. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, I gotta switch the thing. I don't hear any audio from my console. Damn it. Hang on. I gotta switch the thing. Forgot that I would have to do that. Damn it. What did I just do? Crap. Oh man, I had screwed this up. I have all these switchers, and I have one that does audio, and then I have all these other ones. And I think I just completely screwed this up. All right, let me try to. Well, I'm just dropping everything. Hang on. Okay, which one is it? That one? That one? One of these. So many buttons. Crap. I'm sure this is riveting. There it is. Come on, get off the screen. Oh my God. The color is now different. This is the 5200. What? Hang on. Wow. What? I'm so confused. Why would the color now be different? What? This is the 5200. Something's weird. I'm very confused because now my color looks weird on my 5200, and that has never been the case. Oh my gosh. What? It doesn't look too weird, but it is definitely a little off from what it should look like. Look, we'll go back to the XEGS. There's the XEGS, and that's how the color's supposed to look. Now we go back to the that's 5200. What? I'm so confused. Did you change cables? No, I did not. I only have one S-video cable that reaches that far to my thing, so I couldn't change the cable. Very strange. Did you remember to hold up on the D-pad? I forgot about that last time I played it. Hold up on the D-pad. On the XEGS, you don't have to hold up on the D-pad. It just has the gas going automatically. You press down to shift gears and press up to shift back down gears, and the button is the brake. On the 5200, you don't have a D-pad and you use the buttons for your gas and stuff. Maybe I misunderstand what you're saying. Nick says, sorry I had to dart off as soon as it clicked on the stream. How is everyone? Doing good, man. Doing good. Except for some reason, I'm having bizarre color issues with my consoles. I don't know. Chris says, it's just a PSA to never push Cyrus's buttons. Yes. Hell Tangible. What's up, Hell Tangible? Talking about Rad Racer. Rad Racer. Oh, I guess I missed you talking about Rad Racer. Okay, I see what you're saying. Just woke up 30 minutes ago. Oh, good morning. Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, I'm a little slow. Sorry about that. I got caught up in this trying to figure out what's going on with my color. It looks fine on my TV, but on the stream it's greenish. It's not blue like it's supposed to be. And I don't think this has ever been a problem on my 5200 before. So I'm confused as to why that would all of a sudden be happening. It makes me wonder if there's something else causing this color issue that I'm not thinking about. And maybe it's I don't know. I'm very confused now. It's very strange. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it looks fine. It's just that the color is slightly different from what it should be. And it's bugging me. Last line. If you want a Switch 2, by the way, you might want to buy it sooner rather than later. They're probably going to price hike it because of the RAM prices. Imagine. You know what? Honestly, I have thought about it, and I don't want one. I'm just not interested anymore. I think I'm. You know, I was looking at stuff. I was looking at the PlayStation 5 Pro. I was looking at the Switch 2. And I was actually, you know, I pretty much came to the conclusion that I don't need any of that. I'm fine. I've got plenty of stuff as it is. If I'm spending money, it seems to be on these little retro things that I'm doing. And that's good. I don't need to do anything else. So I'm not looking at getting a Switch 2. I'm not even interested, really. The only game that I would even want to get, really, would be Metroid, and I could get that on my regular Switch, and I'd be perfectly happy with that. So, I'm good. I'm fine. Pharaoh Man says, yo, this is the version from that movie Daryl. Oh, is this on? I don't remember that. You know how long it's been since I've seen Daryl? Holy crap. I don't even really remember that movie, except that he got on that plane and he ejected at the end and all that, but I don't remember much about that movie. So, sorry. Chris says, is there another composite signal causing interference? Like, are there two sources going into one input? That's an interesting question. I'm using two different retro tanks. One of them I use for composite stuff, and the other one I use for everything else, so S-video and RGB and all that kind of stuff. So the XEGS is going into the RetroTink 2X Pro, and the 5200 is going into the RetroTink 5X. So they're not going into the same hardware. They are both on right now. I'm going to turn off my XEGS. And we're just running the 5200 right now. They do eventually end up in the same place because they capture through the same capture card. They go through the same video switcher. I don't know if any of that would affect. Such a strange situation, you know? I'm going to turn the switcher off and back on. Let's see if that impacts anything. No, did not impact anything. I don't know. I don't know. Turn off and back on. Okay, let me think for a second. Capture card, deactivate, reactivate. That didn't change anything. The color space. Let's see, that's 709. And that's 601. So 709 is definitely the one you want. I mean, it's pretty close to how it's supposed to look. It's just slightly green on the sky, and the grass is slightly yellow instead of more green. So it's just a little off from what it should be. So maybe it was always like this, and I was just... No, it wasn't like this, because I remember the grass very clearly being green and the sky being blue. I don't know. I'm very confused why this would suddenly happen on the 5200 after it's never happened before and just now all of a sudden happens. It doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense. Hell says, could be the color space settings. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Outside of Nintendo's first party title, there's hardly a reason to even give Nintendo systems these days. Yeah, I mean, I've got a Switch. I got the OLED Switch. If I want to play Nintendo stuff, I could play it on that. I still have my Wii U. It's great. There's not really any reason for me to look at getting a Switch 2. I don't care. You know, I'm not trying to play a bunch of stuff on it that's not Nintendo stuff. So I've got a really good gaming PC. So if there's anything modern I'm buying, it's going to be on Steam probably at this point. Plus, I'm not going to pay for these services. I'm not doing that anymore. I decided I'm not paying for Xbox. I'm not paying for PlayStation. I'm not paying for Nintendo. I'm done paying for services. So, you know, there's that. There's that. I don't know. This is such a weird situation with the color here. I wonder if I wonder if I had changed something in the retro tink. The profiles are already saved. I'm using the 3DO one, which is one of my S video profiles. The other one's N64, and that one's too bright, so I'm not using that one. But I wonder if I had changed something with the color and I just didn't save it or something. I don't know. I'm wondering, because it's very, very strange that would be happening that way. It doesn't make sense to me. We're not doing any post-processing. I don't know. I don't think there's anything I did. I can't think of anything I would have did that would have caused it. I'm overthinking this, and it's needlessly boring for everybody for me to even talk about this, so I'm sorry about that. But very strange color space. No, that's not going to do nothing with that. I don't know. I guess I need to not worry about it. Nick says, I do most of my buying on Steam too. I still kind of want a Switch 2 just for Nintendo stuff. Storing at the moment, there isn't enough to really need it. Yeah. Prime 4 looks good, but mixed reviews. DK Bonanza looks great, and I hear mixed things on Mario Kart World. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is what, I don't know. I don't even know. Like, Mario Kart World seemed interesting for a little while. I've watched some of my friends play it. I know Jeff plays it a lot with different people. PJ's on there with them all the time playing. And I'll watch them play sometimes, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's cool, but I just don't know. And it's not worth buying the whole console just for like Mario Kart and for a better version of Metroid Prime, which I can already get. You know, I'm only going to be playing at 1080p anyway because of the streaming, you know, that I do. So I'm like, I don't care. I don't need more than 60 hertz 1080p. So seems to be covered on the Switch that I already own. So yeah, it's just not something I'm interested in. Chris says, I saw that the video input and output didn't have the exact same name. Are they supposed to be the same? I saw the video input and output didn't have the exact same name. Are they supposed to be the same? I don't know what that means. The same name. Are you talking about on the RetroTink menu here? Because my profile, I'm just using my 3DO profile. That's that one. And the reason I'm using that is because it's S-Video, because I have S-Video on my 3DO. So I'm using that profile, which is one I usually use for S-Video stuff. Unless we're talking about N64 and I set up a separate one for that. If I click that one, you can see it brightens up the picture quite a bit. Because for the N64, I think I need that. Composite doesn't do nothing because we're doing S-Video stuff. But I don't even use composite on here. I use composite. I do my other RetroTink. That's the RetroTink 2X Pro. So maybe I could set up the composite one to actually use S-Video and change the color a little bit. But I'm not sure if I want to do that. On the input here, we have S-Video selected because that's what's set up on this profile. And output resolution to 1080p. So I'm not really sure what you're getting at there. Sorry about that. But yeah, I know this is incredibly exciting for everybody to watch and have me talk about this. Hell Tangible, plus since I have Xbox and PC, there's no reason to get a Switch. Only thing I need now is an RTX 3060 to boost my PC more. That's what I have. I have a 3060. It's pretty good. It does everything I need it to do. Fairman Cyrus, what do you want for Christmas? My 2 front teeth. What do I want for Christmas? World peace and what do I want for Christmas? I just buy myself the things that I want, and then I don't worry about the stuff I can't afford. I don't ask anybody for anything for Christmas, and I don't usually get anything anyway. So, if I was to just randomly say something, I would want an Atari, and I would want an Apple II GS computer. That's what I would want. If magical Santa Claus was to provide such a thing, that's what I would want. Yes. Bearman, I would like the new Terminator 2 game. Oh yeah, Last Line was playing that earlier. It's pretty good. Nightwolf, what's up, dude? Hell says, my friend keeps trying to con me into thinking that Pokemon game is good and continues thinking that Pokemon game is good and continues to fail each time. Oh, okay, I got you. I don't know nothing about no Pokemon games. My brother plays Pokemon games. I don't know nothing about Pokemon. Chris says, in the RetroTink settings menu, one says video input ADC, but the out says ADC2. I don't have a RetroTink, so I don't know. Just wondered if they needed to be the same. Huh, okay. In the settings menu, video input. Oh, I see what you're saying. This one, you're talking about these two menus. Okay. So that one's not, I can't do anything in that menu. That doesn't do anything. And on the ADC2, it's not gonna let me do anything either. I can't, it's like locked me out. These are like things you could adjust if something else was set a certain way, but neither of those is letting me do anything with them. So they're locked out on this setup that I have for whatever reason. I'm not really sure why. Something I could enable would probably allow me to go in and adjust stuff on those, but both of those are locked out actually. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to load this composite profile, and we're going to actually change the composite to be S-Video, even though that's the name of the profile, composite. Change that to S-Video. Okay. And the output will, let's say, we'll just leave that where it's at. That's fine. Scaling, I'm not going to mess with this right now. It's not really important. That's fine. I'll leave that one. Phase detect 105 to blah blah blah. We'll just leave it on auto. All right, that's all I'm doing on that. I don't think we need to mess with any of that. Post-processing, I don't think we might have to mess with this actually. I'm not sure because we're gonna try to adjust the color here in a second. And phase, nope, we're not messing with that. Okie doke. And we can't do anything with that or that. Yeah, we'll leave that alone. Okay, so that really just means if we're going to do anything, it's going to be post-processing. So let me see here. No. Wow, that's weird. We're not messing with any of these effects. Color boost. Nope. There's no way to change the tint. There's got to be a way to do that. I don't know. Very strange. Okay, well, that was a waste of time. So, I don't know. The color looks better on my TV than it does on the capture. It looks more blue and more green than it does on the capture. But that was the case with the XEGS too before I fixed it. So now, I don't know. I honestly kind of think that it was fine. It was like this before, and it's just that the XEGS was so out of whack that this looked better. You know what I'm saying? By comparison, I think it was just like this already, and I'm just and I had played it on the TV and not really seen it here so much, so now I'm kind of like confused. I don't know. Good Lord. What a waste of time, everyone. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Last line. Can you reset the settings to default on the RetroTink? I mean, that's what I just did basically by setting it up on the composite profile, because I had never used that profile for anything. So it's basically what I was doing there. Like if I go back to 3D01, there's the 3D01. It's got some extra things set to kind of enhance things. And there's the composite one that I didn't save it. So now it goes back to thinking it's regular composite. That's fine. The 3D01 is the one that we're using anyway. So I don't know. Last line. Yeah, maybe that's the case. You might have to look back at your last 5200 stream. Yeah, probably so. I mean, this doesn't look bad. This doesn't look terrible. What I need to check is River Raid, because that's the one that, wow, it was looking super weird because the grass was like brown and everything was totally weird. So let's check River Raid. Let me pull out my 5200 stuff. Let's see. Where are my Activision cartridges? Here we go. Where are you at, River Raid? Do I have you? Yes, I have you. Okay. River Raid. See, that looks fine. That looks totally fine. The green and the blue and everything's great on that. The Activision logo looks fine. Everything looks how it's supposed to look. I just think maybe I'm just like overthinking this. You know, I just get like all like technical and weird about stuff sometimes, you know? Oh, wait. Wait, look. The grass is... What? Look at that. Oh, wow. What is happening with the grass? So you saw it, right? It was light green, then it was dark green again. Is it going to go back to light green when you get to the next bridge? Yeah, it is. I think I'm overthinking this, guys. I think I'm really overthinking this. Wow. I don't know. It's all good, no worries. Whatever happened to simple plug and play and work, right? Yep. Fairman, love the sound of those clinking cartridges. I do too. I do enjoy it. It's very satisfying. Do we have audio? No, we don't have audio. Because I switched it. That's right. That's what caused this whole thing in the first place. Hang on. Do we have audio now? I don't hear any audio. One of these switches. I found it. I finded it. Now I have audio. Reset. 5200 is pretty loud. I'm going to turn it down just a little. They did a really good job on the mod, so it's pretty loud. Love to tinker with game stuff. Okay, well, I always worry that I bore everyone to tears when I start doing that crap. When I start getting like nerdy and I get hung up on stuff. I know sometimes I need to let it go because it's boring as hell. I've been told by people that it's boring as hell. So I appreciate you saying that. We come for Cyrus's personality and stay for his constant tinkering of settings. Thank you. Anyone know where I can get my Game Gear recapped and new screen? Oh, well, it's funny you should ask. Yes, you've come to the right place, sir. Chris Courage can take care of that. You've seen my Game Gear on my videos. You know what's going on. Do I need to go through the whole thing again? I don't think I need to. Fairman, you're too nice. You're giving us a great opportunity to talk about something that you know I enjoy to talk about. So thank you. Yes, Chris Courage modded my Game Gear. New screen, HDMI out. Did a bunch of stuff to it. I think he recapped it. I can't remember everything he did. He would have to tell you everything he did, but he did a lot. Quite a bit. All right. River Raid. See, the color looks perfect on this. I think the color is perfect. It's just that I'm weird. And I think there's a problem, and there's actually not a problem. The analog is so good on this. Except when I'm dying as soon as I say how good it is. Ah, damn it. I hit the balloon. You got to be careful about hitting the balloon. Oh, damn, I did it again. Crap. Oh. Try to give myself some extra space there. All right. River Raid looks fantastic. One more time with pole position. It looks fine. I'm just weird. Maybe I even turned the pot a little too far on the XEGS, and so it's more blue than it's supposed to be. I don't know. It looks fine. Let's see. It's funny you should ask. It says yes. Oh wait, hang on. Let me go back just a hair. Let's see. Hell Tangible says more entertaining to see you tinker with game settings than watch VTubers yammer all the time. Well, it's a matter of opinion, I guess. But thank you. Game Gear HDMI out? Oh my, yes indeed. Chris Courage, yeah, there's a newer Game Gear screen available with HDMI now. The first I had seen them was maybe 3 to 4 months before I modded Cyrus's system. Would you guys like to see my Game Gear? I can go grab it. I can bring it in here and we can check it out together if you'd like, because it is amazing. I can do that. But first, let's play just a little bit of pole position on the 5200, just because I really like it. So you actually hold the button down for gas on this, and then you steer and you press down to switch gears. The other button is your brake. You actually have 2 independent buttons for the 5200. So much more fun to use the 5200 controller for this because of the analog. It's just so much more enjoyable. I wonder if there's a color pot in the 5200 that I could adjust if I should so choose to do so. I mean, the 5200 is basically an Atari 800 computer, right? And my XEGS is basically, is basically the same thing. It's basically the same thing. So I wonder if there is, and I just never noticed the pot, or never realized there was a color pot that I could adjust. I wonder if there is. And if there is, maybe I could slightly adjust it and then I would feel happier. It would make me happier. Because it's fine. It looks great. It's just, maybe it could be a little better. Maybe. It's really good. It's just slightly not what I want, and maybe that's me just being weird. It is me being weird. I bet you if I opened up my 5200 I would find a pot that I could adjust that would be for color. I know there's a pot on the board that you can adjust for the controller, like for the analog, which is strange that it's on the board, but yes. So maybe there's another one for the color, like there is on the XEGS. I don't know. I do not know. I'm gonna pause it because you can pause on the 5200. It's pretty awesome. Let's go back to the chat. Metal Torso, the Iron Chest, joins the chat. What's up, Metal Torso? Pharaoh Man says, blessed Game Gear. Indeed. Indeed, sir. Last line, they say the grass is always greener on the other side. River Raid 5200 players, yeah. Hell says, can't believe I still remember playing Night Driver on the 2600 during my early childhood. Yeah, Night Driver on the 2600, that's one of those games that you have to have the paddles, and you have to have good paddles, or at least paddles that have been serviced, because otherwise you're not going to have a good time. And you may not have a good time anyway because it's very sensitive. But yeah, Night Driver on the 2600, wow. Chris says, I just Googled it. Yes, the 5200 has an adjustment. Okay, so I'll have to take a look at it, because I bet I can fix this. I bet. It was never a problem that I really noticed because like I said, my XEGS color was so bad. But now that I've got that fixed, I can tell, yes, okay. There, let me adjust that pot. I'm not going to do it right now, but for next time, hopefully I can fix it, and then I'll be happy again. Hopefully I don't like open up the 5200 and ruin my console doing something that it's happened. I've screwed things up before. But if I could do it on this, I think I could do it on that. So I feel good about this. I feel like there's a strong possibility I could fix this. Pharaoh Man says, is Kaboom 2600? Kaboom! Kaboom is one of those games that Kaboom is one of those games that I bought cartridges for. That where's it at? Down here. Yeah. It is on the 2600, but I also have it on 5200. I have 2 cartridges of Kaboom. Neither one of them works. I don't know why. I tried cleaning the shit out of them. I mean, I really tried, and neither one of them works. I have a few cartridges, these ones, that don't work. But I have like 50 something other ones that do work fine. But for some reason those don't. I'm gonna check Buck Rogers, because I know the color for Buck Rogers pretty well. And if it looks good, I'll feel, because I think I do need to make an adjustment, but I think it's a very slight adjustment. I don't think it's a very big adjustment at all. Here we go. Yeah, that looks right. That's actually the right colors right there. Damn it, I love Buck Rogers. I get to like, I'll be like, I just want to check it out for a second, and then I'll end up playing these games for like 30 minutes. Oop, almost died right there because I looked at the chat. I don't think there's any chance that they're gonna make like a 5200 plus or something, you know, like a you know, HDMI clone console, the 5200. I don't think there's much chance that that's gonna happen. It's actually pretty amazing that they did the Intellivision one, but I think they figured there was more money in that. You know, there was money, there's like an audience for that. People that actually would buy that, even though the Intellivision's kind of an obscure console. I don't think Atari fans really like the 5200 very much. Most Atari fans that I've talked to anyway, they like the 2600, they kind of like the 7800, and the 5200 is kind of like the redheaded stepchild. So, and plus, I think Casey was saying, like, I was talking with him about this, he was saying that might not be something they'd be interested in because so many of the games on 5200 are like licensed and stuff like that. Sort of the same problem that they have with the ColecoVision, you know? Damn it! Oh wow, I don't even know what killed me. Game over, yeah! Alright, I said I was going to go get my Game Gear. So I could do that. You guys want to see that? We could check out the Game Gear a little bit again. Why not? Why not? We can do whatever we want. We can do whatever we want. Let's see. Duck Dodgers in the 24th and a half century. Yes. Let me run and get the Game Gear. I'll be right back. Back, y'all. I'm back, y'all. All right. So here's my Game Gear. It's been modded by Chris Courage. A little gunk on my screen. Sorry. There it is. Okay. Still haven't charged these batteries, by the way, and still works. So that's with the new screen. This is an adapter that plugs into it on the top, and this little port up here, and then you plug that into HDMI. So we'll do that. Turn it off, plug that in, and then you can use this like the controller. And you take your HDMI, you plug that in to that. And we'll bring up the screen here. All right, turn on the Game Gear. Bingo. Oh, let me put 60 by 9 so you can see everything. Hey. There. All right. And I've got ColecoVision stuff. Some of it works on here, actually. The Game Gear will play some ColecoVision stuff. Game Gear and Play Master System and SG-1000. Some SG-1000 stuff doesn't look right, but it will play a lot of it. The Master System and the Game Gear is your bread and butter, though. Obviously, that's where you want to... Oops. Oh, I already had a game loaded. I didn't even realize. What game is loaded? What is this? Oh, Jurassic Park: The Lost World for Game Gear. 1997. They're still making Game Gear games in 1997. Pretty impressive, actually. Oh yeah. Pharaoh Man, my son plays Gang Beasts and your interlude music sounds similar. Its soundtrack goes unnecessarily hard. It's awesome. Have you ever played this? I played the first Jurassic Park. It's great on Game Gear and Master System, but the second one? Never really played this until like just the other day. That's why it was loaded up on my Game Gear. Yeah, it's pretty good graphics, right? I mean, it's a super late release, so you would expect that, but yeah. I don't think I have a setup on this computer to force the screen to a 4x3 that's 16:9 like this, so sorry about that. It's fine though, it's not a big deal. Silver Wings, what's up, dude? Jurassic Park Lost World. I still need to get this one. Hopefully the game sounds okay. I'm gonna turn the volume up on it. Yeah, I've barely played this. Like, I really didn't even know this existed. I love the Jurassic Park games. You know, I got the cartridges on the Super Nintendo. The second one is so good on Super Nintendo. It's really, really good. This actually has kind of a similar style to the Super Nintendo one. The second game. This is not as dark and moody and everything, but it does have some stuff in common. Some good graphics. Look at that. Oh, how dare you. Mess that up. Yeah, this mod is, I mean, this is my favorite mod that Chris did for me. My Game Gear mod, because it's just ridiculously awesome. Oh, crap, what just happened there? Game over, no! I'm not sure what happened. That stick killed me. I thought it was a vine I could grab on, but maybe it is, and I just didn't grab onto it properly. I'm really not sure. Nothing over there. Well, how about I don't do that? Oh, okay, so I think I hit the spikes on the floor. Ah, there we go. You gotta hold up. Whoa, the dinosaurs, they're trying to get me. Ouch. Okay, I wasn't supposed to do that. I thought I was supposed to, but I wasn't. Oh, crap. So I think your color of your vest tells you how much life you have. I think that's what it is. That's interesting. This is really cool. When I said I haven't charged the batteries in this, I'm not lying. I have not charged the batteries in this the whole time that I've had this. These are rechargeable batteries, and I did charge them before I put them in. I don't know how long the batteries last, but they last a long ass time. I mean, with the regular screen on a Game Gear, the batteries last like maybe 3 hours if you're lucky. 3, you might get 4 maybe. But on this, oh crap. On this, it's a whole different story because it's a much better screen. Oh crap. Yeah. Cool. These are really good graphics for Game Gear. This is really good. Ouch. Oh, wow. Oh, that kind of reminds me of Legendary X. Oh, I need the vest. Ah, crap. For those about to rock! Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, that's a cool game. This game could pass for TurboGrafx. It's really good. It's very good. And, you know, the color palette on the Game Gear is very high. It's actually... it's like 4,000 colors or something. It's crazy. But you don't see too many Game Gears where they really take advantage of the extra colors. But I think this might be one of them. Let's see. Back up just a little bit. Is the game sound delayed? Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I'm trying to think. Maybe it is delayed. It might be because I have different settings for different things. Yeah, it might be actually. Let me see here. Oh, you're probably hearing it out of my console also because I had the mic up on it. Hang on. Let me know if that seems like it's better. Do a quick test here. Now, let me know if that sounds like it's more in sync. Oh, look, your pause is behind the... That's weird. Why did they put it behind the graphics? That's funny. Used! That's funny. Yeah, let me know if that sounds like it might be more in sync now. Sounds delayed still? Oh, really? I'm gonna have to listen to this myself. Let me see what you guys are talking about. Okay, let me do a test here. Pretty far behind, sorry. Okay, let me do test here. Oh. It's the opposite. The audio is ahead of the video. So I need more of a delay on the audio, not less of a delay. Okay. I bet I can fix that. Oh. It's the opposite. The audio is ahead of the video. Sorry, you're hearing me. This is weird. It's always weird when this stuff happens like this. Sorry. All right, so we'll take that off and then we'll put it back on. Okay, and we'll try it again. And we'll see how it is now. All right, now let me hear this. Let's see how it is now. That's much better. What do you guys think? Is that good? Let me know if you think that's pretty close. Yeah, it's pretty close, right? 300 millisecond delay on the audio is what's needed for some things sometimes. I had it set to 100 because I thought for some reason there was something I was doing that needed 100, but normally it's 300 and that's what I just set it to. You do that in OBS in the advanced audio settings. Oh, okay. Let me back up on. I missed a bunch of stuff in the chat because of this. Let's see. Sounds good. Silverwings Legendary Axe. I just got Kadash in the mail today. Oh, I saw you playing that, Silverwings. I watched you for a little while. I didn't watch too much because I have never beaten Kadash. And I really want to. I just haven't gotten to it. And the TurboGrafx version of Kadash is the one that I want to play. It's on Genesis also, and there's like an arcade version. But I think the TurboGrafx version, maybe it's just my bias. I don't know. But I think that's the version to play. It's just the coolest sounding and looking version that I've seen. Yeah. You say, I just got Kadash in the mail today. What are some other good TurboGrafx games? I only have 5 of them. Well, if you're talking about Turbo Chip games, obviously Legendary Axe is on that list. I mean, Legendary Axe, Air Zonk, the Bonk games, Dungeon Explorer is pretty awesome. Jackie Chan Action Kung Fu is really cool. I like Keith Courage. I know a lot of people don't, but I really like Keith Courage. I think it's a fun game, especially the Underworld stuff. Victory Run is a great racing game. There's a game called Vegas Tactical Gladiator, which is pretty awesome. It's sort of a shmup. Not really. It's kind of its own thing. It's pretty cool. There's a great version of R-Type that's on Turbo Chip. There's so many good Turbo Chip games now that I'm thinking about it. Like Newtopia 1 and 2 are Zelda games. They're basically Zelda games and they're really cool. Bloody Wolf is another good one. Man, there's a ton. All the Bonk games. I mean, come on. There's a lot. It's harder for me to pick games I don't want to play. TurboGrafx. Oh yeah, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition. I don't know if you have if you have a TurboGrafx or a PC Engine, but if you have a PC Engine, you can get that the turbo chip for that, or Hue card for that. That's really awesome. Let's see. Blazing Lasers. Yep, that's a good one. Oh, Super Star Soldier. Soldier Blade. Psychosis. Cybercore. Oh my god, there's so many damn good Turbo Turbo Chip games and Hue Card games. Ninja Spirit, dude, Ninja Spirit. You got to get Ninja Spirit. That's a good one. Splatterhouse, obviously. Ugh, it's a lot. It's a lot of good ones. In Sync, more like Backstreet Boys. Okay. Yes, Bonk is great. Pharaoh Man, Geek Historian says, gonna head off to bed. Thanks for coming, Nick. Muchos gracias. It's good to see you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Chris says, I like the attention to detail in this game, like the falling leaves and how you pass in front and behind trees. It's a fantastic Game Gear game. Absolutely. Sounds better now. It's good. Drunky. Wherefore art thou, sir? Yeah, Drunky Cheese. Where are you? He's probably streaming on his channel right now. Sir Wings, it's a short arcade game, about an hour game if you know what you're doing. Yeah, I need to play through it, dude. Kadash, that's a good version right there. I got Dungeon Explorer. Oh, okay, cool. There you go. Man, I always wanted to play Dungeon Explorer 5 players, but yeah, it's never gonna happen. But dude, I always wanted to. Francis, I'd like to play Bonk. Bonk's Revenge is the best one. It's the best one. The first Bonk is really good, but Bonk's Revenge is better. And Bonk 3 is also really cool, but I don't think it's as well designed as Bonk's Revenge. I think that's just the best game. It's really good. Let's see. Got a Turbo Duo and PC Engine. I have Die Hard for the PC Engine. There you go. Splatterhouse I have. Awesome. Let's fire up something else here on the Game Gear. Sometimes this will happen. Might have to turn it off and on a couple times to get it to do its thing. There we go. Okay, Game Gear games. Let's see. Let's see what we got. There's some really good shmups on the Game Gear. If you haven't seen them, there's some fantastic ones that you can get. You can play. Oh yeah, there's some games that you can never afford to buy that are on Game Gear. Also, like Axe Battler, you're just not going to be able to afford that. It's way too expensive, but it's pretty cool. Batman Forever, Batman Returns. Batman Returns is pretty cool. Let's see here. Captain America. Yeah, there's games that are only on Game Gear that aren't on Master System also. So it's really cool. Like some of them you can pick which one you want to play if you want to do the Game Gear version or the Master System version, but some are only on Game Gear. And they're really cool. Shinobi, those are both really good games on here. The Sonic games are also really good. You want to probably play the Master System Sonic games though, because you get to see more of the screen, I played Joe Montana Football back in the day quite a bit. And I thought it was really janky back then, but not that long ago I played it. I think it was last year. I played Joe Montana Football thinking I was playing a game for January, and I ended up really liking it a lot. I was like, oh my God, I guess I forgot that the game's actually not that janky. It's actually pretty good. So it doesn't look nearly as bad as I thought it did either. It looks actually pretty damn good. Yeah, Lion King is really good on Game Gear. Mortal Kombat 2 is a game that I used to have on Game Gear. Yeah, let's look at that real quick. Yeah, I am using a flash cartridge, and it plays almost every Game Gear and Master System game. There's only like one Game Gear game that I know of that it doesn't play, and that's oh my God, that treasure game. What is it called? Gunstar Heroes. Gunstar Heroes. It's the only one that I found that it doesn't work very well with. Let's see. Silverwing says, I got a turbo. Already read that. Splatterhouse is it Power Stone? Power Stone. Power Stone's a Dreamcast and arcade game, right? Thank gaming gods for EverDrive carts. Yes, no kidding. Loved Sonic Chaos. Yes, EverDrive carts would have been awesome in the 80s. Oh yeah. I mean, for an 8-bit version of Mortal Kombat 2, this is pretty damn good. It makes me really sad that we never got any of the Mortal Kombats on the PC Engine or TurboGrafx, because I think they could have been really good on TurboGrafx. It sucks that it never came out for that system, especially if we got like a CD version. That would have been dope as hell, man. That would have been awesome. Shatterhand. Yeah, Shatterhand's a NES game, right? Those games only on Game Gear run fully in Game Gear mode, so the Master System is unable to play them. Yeah, because the Game Gear has better specs. I mean, it's got stereo sound, and it has a much better color palette. You know, if the game takes advantage of it. I'm pretty sure this is one of the games that takes advantage of it. Game Gear Mortal Kombat 2 had peak Mortal Kombat atmosphere. I played the crap out of this on Game Gear back in the day. I had Mortal Kombat on I think the first one on Game Boy, and then when I got the Game Gear, I got Mortal Kombat 2, and I was like, damn, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not as good as the Genesis or Super Nintendo one, obviously. But I mean, it's Game Gear. What do you want, you know? And I do own the cartridge for Super Nintendo also, and that's fantastic. Let's check out something else. Oop, did it again. Hang on. If you load up a Master System game, I'll show you. We'll do like Rostan. It's a lot higher resolution on the screen, obviously, because it's Master System. God, there's good games on here. Such a good system. Having this like this, man, it makes such a difference. Here we go. Rostan. There's a cheat code for Rostan that you can do, that the logo will be blue when it comes up, the Rostan logo, and I think it makes you invincible, but I don't remember how to do it. I'd have to look it up. I'm sure I could look it up, but yeah, like Rostan's also on Game Gear, but this is the Master System version. They're basically the exact same game, except on the Game Gear it's not as much of the screen, it's like lower res, and there's little black boxes that appear around all the pickups, all the items you pick up and stuff, to make them easier to see on the Game Gear screen. So other than that, they're basically the same. Yeah, Rostan is freaking great. I mean, this isn't like, I mean, the arcade is the arcade, you know? It's legendary. The music on that one is so good. But if you compare it, like if you actually look up Rostan, the ports that were created for like the home market for like PCs and different computers and various things, the Master System Rostan is actually the one you want to play if you're going to play a home version. It's really good, and it does have FM sound if you can play if you play Rostan on like your Genesis through your EverDrive or on an emulator, or if you happen to have a FM sound module. And there is a mod, believe it or not, to install an FM module in the Game Gear. You can do it. I don't think I would ever do it, because I don't know. Obviously I'm not going to do it, but it could be done, is my point. And then you could have FM sound on your Game Gear for Master System and Game Gear stuff too, because, yeah. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm just mentioning it. I have played the ever-living shit out of this on Master System. I adore this game. Obviously, I love the arcade version the best, but I have a special place in my heart for the Master System version because I played the shit out of this back in the day. Such a good game. Not even the Genesis can properly display Game Gear games due to it having a higher color support. It's actually a good point. It has much higher color palette than the Genesis. Yeah, that's funny. That's a good point. All right, back to the Game Gear. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? Tasmania. Those games are awesome. I love those Tasmania games. Let's see, Terminator. You're playing Terminator. You want to see the Game Gear Terminator? Last line was playing this earlier. The new one, the new Terminator 2, that's out for all the consoles and Steam and everything. I don't think I've ever played Terminator on the Game Gear, so this will be interesting. See what this is like. There's no way I had enough time to read that. Oh, is this gonna be like a Game Gear? Oh yeah, it's gonna be the soundtrack, but the Game Gear version. Nice. I bet it's the LGN game. Virgin, sir. I bet if this game supported FM, it would sound ridiculously cool. I gotta see how this ends, this opening sequence. I just want to see how they do it. What's your favorite Terminator game of all the Terminator games you've played? That new one looks really cool. There's two versions of Terminator 2 on the Super Nintendo, right? There's the arcade one, which you can use the Super Scope, and you can also use the mouse or a regular controller to play a game. The mouse is actually really fun. Then there's another Terminator 2 for Super Nintendo it's not like that. It's like it's kind of like the one that just came out, actually. It's kind of like that. Side-scrolling, kind of run and gun kind of game. Terminator on Sega CD? Yeah, that one's really cool. That one's really cool. Play Kyle Reese on his mission to go back in time to have sex with Sarah Connor. I mean, pretty good mission. Kind of hard to say no to that. Fairman, the new Terminator game made by RoboCop guys is actually really great. Yeah. I don't even know what to expect. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh, ouch. What do I do? Go down? Yeah, okay. Awesome. Okay, thought I was dead for a second there. Okay, I was just pausing it for a second to see if I could have any other weapons. It's the only weapon I got right now. How do I get through this door? Oh, you just blow through the door. Okay. Wow, I'm getting trashed out here. Need some health, guys. Come on. Terminated. I didn't get my name in. Sorry. Yeah, it does look like it might be. Okay, we're going to try it one more time. See if I can manage to get past this spot. Just going to keep running. Ouch. Oh my god. Ow. Ouch. Okay, maybe this way there's life. Anything over here? Okay, can't go that way. Ah, come on, guys. Damn it. No life over here. That's a lot of running. Wow. Alright, well, I don't know about that game. Probably have to cheat on that one too. Why are the humans killing Reese? I don't know. Must have a big backpack full of grenades. It's funny, that's the only weapon he has. Blow through the door. Oh my. Oh my. Oops, hang on. Yeah, that Ninja Gaiden is weird. The Game Gear Ninja Gaiden is weird. The Master System one's pretty good. You can play them both, you know. I was telling my buddy Eugene there was NBA Jam on here, and he didn't even realize there was. And I'm like, no, man, it's actually a really good version of NBA Jam. There's a couple of versions, regular and tournament edition on here. And both of them are pretty good. Man, I used to have a really big collection of Game Gear cartridges. I don't really need that collection because I have the EverDrive, but it was pretty cool having those cartridges. Prices have gone up a little bit on them. Iguana Entertainment. Whatever happened to Iguana Entertainment? I've never actually been good at NBA Jam, but I love it. It's fun. I'm just not good at it. San Antonio. Oh, I hit it. I can't believe I hit it. Nice. Oh, okay. Almost screwed that up. Oh, come on, get in there. I was trying to dunk it. I messed that up. There we go. Yeah. Boom, shakalaka. He's on fire. Oh, come on, dude. What a bunch of crap. Oh, dude. Get off me. Oh, really? Oh, you jerks. So that was back when people would play basketball for real and you could make contact with each other. Not like these days. You can't even get near somebody before you get a foul called on. You can't even really play basketball anymore. Once upon a time, though. Once upon a time. Yeah, that's cool. That's very cool. The Game Gear. I love it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Oh, yeah. All right, let's catch up on the chat. Let's see. Humans not thinking. Yeah, it's a jam everywhere. Funny enough, some of the devs that worked on Iguana Entertainment were part of Retro Studios. Oh, there you go. Hill Tangible, have fun with the Saturn version using Bill Clinton. Yeah. Pistons kicking, those get Spurs. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up. It's been a good stream. Hopefully you had some fun hanging out tonight. I did. We played a little bit of my XEGS and goofed around with settings for like an hour. I think there might be a slight adjustment I can make to my 5200. I'm going to think about if I even really care. Like, it's fine. It's not like it's crazy. It looks fine. So I may not even mess with it. But I had fun with that. Then we had fun playing with the Game Gear a little bit. I'm not sure what we're going to play next time. You know, I'm kind of reluctant to do too much with the Sprint right now, the Intellivision Sprint, because they're working on an update, and I kind of want to wait and see how that goes before I really do too much more with it. But I might play more with the Commodore 64 Mini, and I might play, you know, I don't know. Who knows? My Super Nintendo, my TurboGrafx, my Super Graphics, the Genesis, the Master System, the Saturn. I have the Saru cart, barely. Once I tested it and played it a couple days, I haven't gone back and even touched it. There's so much to play. Oh my gosh. And then on the other setup in the other room, there's a lot. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff I could play. But I appreciate you guys hanging out. Hopefully you had some fun doing this. For next time, Wizards and Warriors NES. We could do NES, and that's a game that I could play. It's LGN though, right? I don't know if we want to do that, but we could do that. Saru, yes. Pharaoh Man, thank you for being here. Chris Courage, the man, the myth, the legend. Silver Wings, the wind beneath my wings. Hill Tantrum Bull, awesome artist. Love you being here, man. Thank you, sir. Last Line, thank you also for joining me, and awesome stream you had earlier with the Terminator stuff. Very, very cool. We had let's see, Francis. Hello, Francis. Who else? I know Nick was here. The Geekstorian was here for a little while, hanging out, having a good time. We had who else? My goodness. Drunky Cheese never made it. He never showed up. He might be doing his own thing. He might be streaming. You guys, if he is, everybody go check out Drunky Cheese if he's doing his stream. I don't know if he is or not. Who else? Oh, Optimus Gene, my buddy Eugene, was first in, and he actually was on his way to bed, so he just said hi real quick. Brian F was also here. Mike Wolf the Wolf was among us. Yes. Let's see, who else? I'm gonna miss somebody. I always miss somebody. It always happens. Night Wolves was here also. Night Wolf? Wolfs. Like I said, if I missed you, I'm deeply, deeply troubled by that, and I apologize sincerely. Last line, it's a claim, not LGN, but oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I thought it was LGN for some reason. Wizards and Warriors is a great game. How many? There's like Iron Sword, right? There's Wizards and Warriors. There's Iron Sword. How many was there? 3 of them on NES? I remember Iron Sword. I played that one the most, I think. I rented these games. I never bought these games, but I did rent them. And I remember them being fun, but also very difficult. So it's been quite a while since I've tried these games, but I'm not opposed to doing that. I definitely need to play more NES stuff, you know. I have a top loader RGB modded Famicom that I should be playing more. It's sitting right here looking at me, mocking me with its beauty. So I should. Yeah, 3 games. Okay. Yeah, Wizards and Warriors. And then there was Iron Sword, which was Wizards and Warriors 2. And I guess there was a third one. I don't know what the third one's called, though. Yeah, 3, then that was it. Okay. Cool. All right. It's funny they never made any 16-bit ones, right? Or did they? Maybe they did and I don't realize that. I think maybe a Game Boy one. Oh. Well, that's funny because, you know, I have the Super Game Boy. I do have that. And I have a Game Boy EverDrive. And I think it plays every Game Boy game. So if that's the case, we might check that out next time. Barrowman says, I got Wizards and Warriors on my birthday on a Sunday and couldn't play it till after church. Longest church day ever. Oh, man. That's funny. Yeah, I remember many a day of just desperately waiting to get back home to play a game. You get a game and you're in the car on the way and you're reading the back of the box and reading the instruction manual and just staring at the cartridge and looking at the artwork. Oh my God, that was so fun. That was actually, we at the time we were so annoyed by it because we're like, we just want to get home. We just want to get home and want to play the game. But in retrospect, it actually was a big part of the experience, and I missed that. It was pretty fun. Anyway, guys, thanks for being here. I will see you again on the next stream. Come hang out, have fun. If somebody else that you know is streaming, go check out their stuff. If Evil's streaming, we'll, you know, stop by there and raid him and all that. But I really don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, guys, y'all be good. I will see you when I stream again. Probably, maybe tomorrow. Maybe. I think, maybe.